Hey folks, it's Jeff for This Week with JTT. This is part 3 about Justin Trudeau's resign as Canadian Prime Minister. Which is kind of ironic though, because now, if I'm correct, someone of the Conservative Party is going to be taken over soon. But without further ado, let's get at it. This is from The Telegraph, if I'm correct. If I'm seeing online from Yahoo News. It really went so far already that, that he's going to resign. And the battle of 53-year-old has led Canada has led Canada since 2015. Has fallen afoul of his Liberal Party in recent weeks at the resignation of his longtime ally and deputy Chrystia Freeland. And he said on Monday he announced he would stand down after a leadership election and that Canadian Parliament would be suspended to March 24th, which I think would tick off quite a few people. So, as I said earlier before in the last upload from this, the controversial move will allow Mr. Trudeau to avoid a confidence vote in his minority government, which could have forced an early federal election. So he wants to try to save face as much as he can. And this one says here, and I quote, "It has been quite clear to me that if I'm having to fight internal battles, I cannot be the best option in that election," Mr. Trudeau said. He said he had made a decision over Christmas week and told his family, his children over dinner on Sunday, that he intended to resign. Polls show that Liberals face a drubbing by the opposition Conservatives in a vote by October 20th. Drubbing. I imagine a beating or something like that. Curry said this already. How Trump's trying to make it to the 51st state. No. Puerto Rico. I don't mean to be dissing Canada or Puerto Rico, but I think Puerto Rico be most likely be the 51st state. Why I see why they look at Canada. Look at the, number one, the closest to Russia by comparison. Also, they keep a closer eye on Alaska. That way, if Alaska needs help, Canada's right there. Most importantly, the resources, yeah. And Canada would benefit greatly with the United States infrastructure on top of it. It would benefit greatly, but it's up to the people of Canada as well as the government of Canada. It's up to them to make that happen. Do I see that happening? I doubt it, but I see stranger things happen in my lifetime. I mean, I see some stranger things happening. I'm talking about in my live stream how Mr. Trudeau was forever weakened on the world stage by Donald Trump re-election on November 5th. I still find it funny that part of the reason he might, I'm not saying it is the reason, I'm not, don't get me wrong, but would it be kind of funny if somehow somebody's saying, well, Mr. Trudeau is stepping down because small reason is Mr. Trump is elected president. That would be funny. That'd be funny. It's Trump's yeah, I'm Mr. 47, what about it now? And Mr. Trudeau's I surrender. Oh my word. It says here in quotes saying Mr. Trudeau knew this and resigned. And Canada emerged with the United States, there would be no tariff taxes, or taxes would go way down, and they would totally secure the threat of Russian Chinese ships that are constantly surrounding them. Together, what a great nation it would be. That'd be funny. But one thing he was worried that he said, reacting to his resignation, Mr. Trump said on his Truth social platform that many people in Canada love being the 51st state. You sure about that? And don't get me wrong, I imagine some people, you know what? Everybody in Canada, yes, I'll talk to you. Everybody who lives in Canada, I don't care from the provinces closest to the United States to the provinces furthest from the United States. What are your thoughts on it? I want to hear from anybody from Canada. Would you love to be the 51st state? Or you said, no way, leave us alone. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear from you. I'm not going to act like I'll talk to you guys. I want to actually hear from you guys. So if you want to be the 51st state, I want to hear it. If you don't want to be a 51st state in the United States, I still want to hear it. Because in the end, I respect your freedom. Okay, go down more. Now we go into a type of weird timeline here. For example, it's 6:20 p.m. GMT, whatever the heck that means. That's all for today, it says. Thank you for the following live coverage of Justin Trudeau's resignation has now ended. We'll be back soon. More updates and analysts. What? Yeah, it's going backwards. Stuff like 620, next week is 602. Okay, you gotta hear this. I got include this in the links. You've been going like, wow. Trump using Trudeau's resignation to call for Canada merger. Once again, folks, any Canadians, let me know. You're either for to be 51st state or you're against. Please let me know. Donald Trump had used Justin Trudeau's resignation announcement as an opportunity to reiterate his call for Canada to become America's 51st state. The president-elect repeatedly goaded Mr. Trudeau as the governor of Canada and said the country which borders the United States should merge with America. Many people in Canada love being the 51st state. The United States can no longer suffer the massive trade deficits and subsidies that Canada needs to stay afloat, Mr. Trump wrote on Social Truth. Justin Trudeau knew this and resigned. If Canada merged with the United States, there would be no tariffs, taxes would go way down, and they would be totally secure from the threat of Russian and Chinese ships that are constantly surrounding them. Together, one nation it would be. Like I said, it's up to people in Canada. Is it a yes 51st state, no 51st state? Please let me know. Now go this timeline here. 5:44 GMT. How Canada unemployment rates helps explain Trudeau's demise. Oh yeah, unemployment. We're going to hear this. Canada's unemployment rate has been steadily rising over the past few years, with a 6.8% of population now out of work. A rise in unemployment has coincided with the rising housing prices and the soaring cost of living, contributing to a great sense amongst Canadians that the economy has gone backwards. So people would brag about, oh yeah, you're rich on healthcare. So fun question is, how long will it take for you to see a doctor? Will you get the proper treatment? People love to tout free healthcare, but is it good quality healthcare? You can throw out the word free all you want. I don't care. If it's free healthcare, that's one thing, but is it good quality? You give me free hamburgers, but it has mold, bugs, and someone's saliva on it, you can have that burger. That's the difference. Free, yeah, but quality, that's way more important than it's getting free whatever. 5:18 p.m. GMT. Conservative leaders call for carbon tax election. If I heard about this correctly, though, they got hit with a carbon tax. If I heard correctly, though, that trees absorb 100%. So in other words, the trees contribute to clean up the air pollution. So why the carbon tax? Let's find out. Conservative leader Pierre, I was going to call him Pierre because I'm not going to destroy his name. Pierre P. has released a statement after Justin Trudeau's resignation announcement, repeating calls for a general election. Every Liberal MP and leadership contender supported everything Trudeau did for 9 years, and now they want to trick voters by swapping in another Liberal face to keep ripping off Canadians for another 4 years. Just like Justin Trudeau, just like Justin, Mr. Pierre said. The only way to fix what Liberals broke is a common tax election to elect common sense conservatives who will bring home Canadian promises, he continued. Sounds familiar. Something like Biden did, like, pretty much kill us with all these regulations and other taxes and all that stuff. Yeah, sounds familiar. So that's why so those people say, I go into Canada. You might as well stay here because they're going to have a conservative prime minister. So, don't know what to tell you. We'll go on. 5:12 p.m. GMT. Trudeau's approval ratings plummet in recent months. Justin Trudeau's approval ratings plummeted in the months leading to his resignation, after peaking 65% in September 2016, the year after he entered the office. The Canadian Prime Minister approval rating has dropped to 22% by the end of last year. Oh, 22%? Okay, he went from 65% in 2016 to 22% by the end of last year, his lowest after 10 years of service. That hurts. But Justin Trudeau, he's another one. He's a Canadian Prime Minister, Giga Chad. In other words, though, good-looking guy, belong to the same club as Gavin Newsom with the hair gel and nice teeth and all that, which means women love him, young people think he's cool, until you mess with their money and you mess with their lifestyle, then they will flip that script hard. And I mean hard. "5:01 p.m. GMT. Analysis. Proroguing Parliament is a controversial move. Proroguing? Let's check this out. One of the most telling parts of Justin Trudeau's statement was his justification of proroguing Parliament, which would see MPs sent home until the end of March. As in the UK, proroguing Parliament could be highly political controversial, as Canada's Stephen Harper discovered in 2008. His decision to ask the Governor General to suspend Parliament triggered mass protests. So, because the people down there is like, no, that's not right. While the Prime Ministers technically have the power to ask for prorogation at will, the convention in Canada is that suspensions are designed to work in the national interest, when the government cannot function without a new session. The Prime Minister's rationale today was his government does not have a parliamentary majority, and what a new leader of the Liberal Party could find the confidence of the House of Commons when they emerge from the contest. But there will be those who argue that this decision is only designed to avoid a motion of no confidence in Mr. Trudeau's government, which could result in an early federal election. Prorogation in the interest of one political leader or their party are much more contested, and some pro-democracy groups have already said they would try to challenge Mr. Trudeau's decision in court. So basically, the people not having it saying no, they're not. Wow, this one's long. I'm going to try to wrap this up. I'm going to try to go here. Oh, of course. This is at 4:53 p.m. GMT. The Canadian Liberals thank Trudeau. Canadian politicals has sent a message to support Justin Trudeau after he announced his intention to step down as leader of the Liberal Party. Mark Carney, the former Bank of England governor, said, "Thank you, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, for your leadership, for the many contributions to Canada, and for the sacrifices you and your family have made for public service. Wish you the best for your next chapters." Yeah, I don't think that people think so highly about him. Mr. Carney is reportedly considering entering the race for Liberal leadership. Good luck with that, sir. Christy Clark, the former Premier of British Columbia, said, "After a lifetime of public service, Justin Trudeau has stepped aside as both leader of the Liberal Party and Prime Minister of Canada. I want to thank him as a Canadian for his service to the countries that he so clearly loves. I wish him and his family well." Okay, I got to stop this here. How far this one goes, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Holy moly. Yeah. I see myself going like about at least 2 more parts for I call it a day. Let me make sure I make a note of this, mental note of this one, so I won't be saying it twice. Yep, I'll stop there. But folks, what do you think about this? I'm gonna save the link so you can read the whole thing. This is a lot of stuff here about Justin Trudeau here. But what are your thoughts on it? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Peace.